Stephen A. said he was gonna snuff LeBron.
Come on, fuck out of here. He got that from you. Nigga, watch your clips, son.
Word.
Yeah, you empowered that nigga.
Here's the thing, though.
Because that was a week and a half after.
Yeah, you don't say that now.
And went on the whole podcast and didn't say that at all on the whole podcast.
Yeah, you're supposed to say that in the moment, like, yo, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Buck at that nigga.
Yeah.
Just take the one for the team.
Because he wasn't gonna do nothing.
Piece and just, you know what
He
I
was
mean?
like, yeah, if
Stop.
LeBron swung at me, I'm like, dog, it would have been a fever
Would have
dream
called your
because
lawyer.
you would have been out already.
The lawyer would have woke up bedside. This nigga here, like, it's just right.
Just sign this. Just sign this.
Right
shit.
what happened. Fuck out of here.
If
Like
you could remember.
D-Man.
Yeah. Put you on the.
He'd have been in nosebleeds. He'd have walked in the nosebleeds. Like, I was the
Fucking-
court side.
it's
I ended up
LeBron
here.
Or on the Neo. Just.
His body would be in one bed, his head would be in another bed, and they'd be like, yo, did you wanna figure this out or did you wanna sue?
Yeah, word. When he was talking about how Oak was slapping nigga, I'm like, nigga, you could do the same if you wanted to and actually get away with it.
Yeah.
They were scared of Oak. They didn't
Terrified.
respect the bread or nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and then you're so well, like he's so well received by everybody. Like everybody loves LeBron, son.
Yeah, but
fact.
And
that-
when you
that
get
was
so
fucking
famous and you're so good at something, that's when you create the hate. You create hatred
Sure.
because niggas just can't understand. They can't identify with greatness.
Yeah.
This nigga been a winner since he was born. You feel me?
He said that.
Yeah,
Wait.
this nigga's he's just a natural.
You don't think
He
that was
lost
fuck with his
already.
image though?
Lost what?
Because Stephen A. got him out of his character.
How?
Not his,
I agree with you.
LeBron has never done any
completely
interviews,
disagree.
never posted no shit about nobody, no funny stuff.
I feel like he has to do the interview now because he was comfortable up there. Nigga cursing and shit with Pat McAfee.
Yo, that was
Yeah.
the best interview I've ever seen of LeBron.
Yeah,
It was.
I watched the whole.
But you don't see
Me
that many
too.
interviews of
Watch that
LeBron,
whole joint. son.
especially like that. You never
Yeah,
see one
that's
like
what made
that.
it so engaging,
Nah,
so
like,
interesting.
he's never done
They
that
curated
outside
a
of the
comfortable place.
shop.
Yeah.
That nigga was in there chilling.
Yeah.
Right. But he never,
Look at home.
outside of the shop. You don't.
I don't
anything.
right, and you never catch him talking crazy about
don't
nobody
agree.
like that,
I
right?
agree, son.
And he's waited 22 years to now.
He gave Stephen A.
That's
mad
why.
power though.
And
Yeah, that's
and
why.
In his era, nigga, he 40 years old. I don't care how y'all feel no more.
Yeah.
And he was still.
Y'all can't
maintaining-
tarnish me.
He was respectable up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he said he got the power of the whole league behind him. Pause. They
Yeah.
with him.
They look up.
They
to
are, but my whole thing is like, don't let it be because of this.
It ain't.
It's not.
It ain't, nigga. He just don't.
Nah,
care
he
no more.
gave Stephen A. mad power.
No,
though.
he did. Nigga,
I don't
he
think
said-
so.
And he gave him one little line.
One line.
Told that nigga, man, you
So-
at home in your
drawers,
underwear,
eating ice
watching me,
cream.
happy
Yeah.
and shit that I'm responding. Talking about I hated not to. That was exactly the truth.
No,
That's
but what he
was
said
the truth.
What he said
Nigga,
was
you couldn't wait for
I
me to say something to bring this shit up.
I agree with
The
Pop
nigga
100%.
said, I don't have a problem with niggas doing their job, right? I feel like that line right there kind of unraveled everything he was talking about. Because if you go back and you look at what Stephen A. said, he wasn't really going at Bronny like that. He was talking about like, yo, and like, let's be honest, it's not false. You circumvented a system and you used the power you had to circumvent the system and basically put your son in a place that he may not
Hold on, let's go
necessarily
back to
earn.
the let's be honest part, because you're not being honest. You don't watch enough to know. You don't know how good LeBron James Jr. is. You don't watch any of his games. So
Just
you
dropped
can't say
38. Shout
you
out to
have no
Bronny.
clue what
He's
you're
hooping
saying.
right now.
You have no clue what you're saying. That's what I'm saying. The nigga-
All right,
like,
so,
you just
okay, then
saying
correct
shit.
me. No, I'm not.
Hooping right now.
just
If I
correct-
said I'd be
I'm
a
not-
hater,
I just
So
correct
if
you.
I,
You have no clue what you're saying, nigga. Just leave this one
so
alone.
can I?
Fucking hate.
No. No.
said correct me if you're
no.
wrong.
No. Let me finish.
Correction.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Right? Hold on.
Let me
Then why
finish
you
what I'm
ask
saying.
niggas to correct
Correct
me?
me if I'm
Right?
wrong.
Because you got to
don't
wait for
correct
me
me.
to say something.
Go ahead.
all right, what you gonna say?
I corrected you.
Wait, Brad, do you want to say something, Brad?
I'm
Yes,
just
you did.
asking.
Yes.
Brad, and the
I'm
audio
not
better be on
against
point, my nigga. If
It
you
is.
want to, like,
It's
all right, so
sharp
go ahead.
right
All
now.
right,
Don't
so cool, go ahead.
deflect,
Go ahead.
Go, you saying?
Deflect.
No.
Go.
I was asking you. I'm waiting to hear what you
All
have to say.
right, so LeBron James Jr.
Yeah.
made it to the league, not because
They
his
don't call him
dad
that.
is
LeBron James Jr. They don't call him that.
Call
Bronny.
him Bronny.
Bronny.
LeBron James Jr.
It's fine.
made it to the NBA, not because his father was LeBron, but because he deserved it, off of bare merit. I'm incorrect.
Who are you asking that to?
You're not-
Everybody.
You're not totally incorrect. You're not.
All right, so now that we've moved that out the way, can I continue what I was saying?
Not really though, because you don't really know what you're saying.
Let him say
But
it.
I'm
Let
not
him say
wrong.
it. Okay.
So
You're
can
not
we?
totally incorrect with that.
Okay,
That's true.
So what I'm saying is, and we're not even debating whether or not Bronny has the skill. We're debating whether or not Stephen A. Smith, whether he's right or wrong, or I'm right or wrong, has the right to critique LeBron James, who is a player in the NBA.
We're not debating that.
Okay.
We're debating the fact that you can't talk about this nigga's fatherhood. Don't bring him up at all. Don't say shit about the nigga as a father. Talk about his game. Which if you can't stick to
That's the
game,
problem.
bring them up.
That's the problem.
No, he's talking about, he's a sports commentator, not just in game, but sports in general.
The comment-
that has to do with sports.
Hold on, but the
Wait,
comment.
wait, wait. father is what he said.
Yeah, the comment that he said.
Yeah, it wasn't
I
about
took
sports.
issue with you saying as a father.
He said,
I
"I'm
should
a parent."
Blah blah blah. As
Yeah,
a parent.
he said,
Don't
"I'm a
talk to me
parent."
about my kid at all.
There we go.
Get along.
Oh,
Talk about sports. Stick to how you should give coaching or better.
Yeah.
Whatever you're
so
saying.
the parental advice is what
is the issue.
pissed LeBron off.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's be honest. LeBron was already pissed off. He just needed an excuse then.
So
If it's
hold
that
on.
one thing, if it's that
Hold
one thing
on.
that set you off, my nigga, then you were already upset.
Well, hold up, jump in, because I go ahead, jump in.
You was
I
already
agree
upset.
with Reg.
Wow. Okay.
He was
Right?
already upset. That's not wrong.
No, I think
was already upset.
I think they had static for a minute.
Well, they
Oh,
both
yeah,
have
and
said
I just
that.
They both have
They
acknowledged
said
that they've had problems
Correct.
for a
Yes.
minute.
But everybody said that already.
Yeah, that's
Already
not.
know
That's
that.
that's
And
regular.
now this was just the reason to do it.
No.
No,
I don't
I
think so.
disagree. I
I don't.
disagree.
I
I think
think he
that's-
never addresses it if
that's
he doesn't
what-
bring up Bronny in that light.
That's all.
I think
never
that's what
addresses it.
just,
That's all.
He's like, I'm gonna address that.
That I'm
So-
going to address. Now tomorrow you go back on there and say whatever you want about me and my son as a
As a
pertains to
basketball
As
player.
Because that is
Yeah.
your job.
Yes.
Don't say shit about me being a father. I go in your mouth and here,
Yeah,
pussy.
fuck out
Because
there, pussy.
here's the thing.
Facts.
I think he was waiting for a reason to get it.
I don't know.
I don't
So
think
if
so.
me saying,
Well, hold on, Reg.
my bad.
Hold on. Because
I disagree.
he said mad stuff, and he's always, out of everybody, Stephen A has kind of been the most complimentary of Bronny.
Nah, nigga,
Listen,
what?
If you listen to when he first,
Even Hands is saying what?
But listen,
so
'cause-
you know if he's saying.
but even when Bronny got drafted,
That
he always
nigga's
said-
a LeBron hater.
he always said Bronny was a good kid.
Oh, but you too though.
I'm not a LeBron head at all. He said Bronny was a good kid. He said Bronny's going to be a good player. He's just not ready yet.
Yes.
He always
He did
said
say
these
that.
things.
He did say that.
Right?
Yes.
Say that.
Yes.
Other commentators and stuff like that have said he doesn't belong in the NBA. He
Yes.
shouldn't be in the NBA. His dad got him a job. Stephen A was the one who said, I don't have a problem with Bron getting him a job because
Yes.
white people do it all the time. Executives,
Yes.
coaches,
He did actually say
all that
that.
stuff.
He did.
He said all that stuff. So he
Yes.
wasn't wilding on Bronny like that.
He just said, I don't know if he's
Until
ready.
until
right?
what?
And then all he said was because they kept playing Bronny, right? They kept putting him in, and he was getting embarrassed. And he was like, yo, I'm pleading with you as a father to stop doing that.
Yeah, that's
For
retarded.
him.
and that's where you cross
right?
the line.
That is.
That's where
that
you cross the line. Yeah.
right?
How is that crossing a
I don't-
line?
What you mean, nigga? I can't tell you how to parent your
That
kid.
is. That is.
What you talking about, nigga?
And he,
That's
and he
crossing
said
the
it,
line.
TV, we're not friends.
and he said it mad like
Feel me?
he said it mad sincere and serious like
he says, "I'm a parent. I'm a parent."
I get what you're saying, but he's a fucking commentator. There are people who go out
comment.
like, okay, but like, look at Dave Chappelle made a whole skit about R. Kelly pissing on people.
Kelly wasn't happy
you're-
about that.
Yeah, you're in the
He was
public
the fucking-
sphere. People can say whatever the fuck they want about you.
But you can
He
check
can
them.
say, wait,
I
hold
got
on.
Kells on
He can say you're a terrible father.
course.
That's his job. Now, if you're
Please,
pulling
sweet.
up,
Clean.
Nah,
Especially back then when Dave was like, friend.
yeah.
nah, but
Get him out of here.
that's
Dog.
like
you
they
can
go into John Morant's pops and say, "Yo, do something like." That's
Now,
what-
that's
Dog,
different.
how many-
That's different.
It's
Dog,
different.
Totally different.
Last week, I told the
And
lady
they
that
did
killed
do
her
that.
kids, I called her a terrible mother.
Totally different. Nigga, this nigga's playing basketball and
Yeah.
he's on the fucking roster.
yeah.
Where the fuck they paid
The
him money?
father-
Why
yeah.
not play him, nigga?
His pops can't control that.
Why not? I mean, he can. I'm sure he
He
can tell
can,
JJ to
but
put
you-
whoever he want in that game. Nigga,
I
feel
believe
you.
that too.
Dog.
He can get you a 10-day. Are you crazy?
Yo,
No, you're right.
You
You're right.
crazy?
I'm just saying.
I'm sure JJ ain't want to sub Bronny in a few times. And
Yo,
Bron was
and
like,
that
yo,
nigga
go
said-
get him some run.
Hey, yo.
He ready. Go ahead.
You feel me?
He probably
What
didn't even
I'm
tell
saying
JJ he was
He
checking
probably
in. He said,
didn't-
yo,
nah.
bro, go get
Go ahead, go
so-and-so.
get you some.
All
You know what's funny?
spectators,
They probably
right?
spoke about.
We
They
all just saying shit.
they're on the same page, so they spoke about it.
Yeah, and we
They're
all
on the
just saying
him and
shit.
JJ is on the same page, so they already that plan's already in place. Like, all right, we're gonna put Bronny in.
Yeah, we
But
don't
do you
really
think
know.
JJ says, nah, we're not playing Bronny?
No.
We ain't got minutes for
No,
Bronny tonight?
because he's on board with the plan.
He don't.
He doesn't.
He don't. He
But
in G
when it's-
League and everything.
When it's time for him to play and LeBron say put him in, there's no pushback. There's no
pushback.
fight.
There's none.
He gets in the game.
Fact.
Who's the coach who will be pushed back from?
That's
None.
what I'm saying.
Zero.
Nobody's going to
Zero.
tell LeBron no.
No.
But what's the problem?
He's the assistant coach.
I don't see a problem with it.
There's no problem.
LeBron James is the
Yeah.
assistant coach.
Yo,
I don't think that's the argument.
My,
I don't
I think
that's the
my thing
argument.
is you have to. You're in a position where like God bless you. You can put your son in the league and do whatever you want. You're mad blessed or whatever. You can't be in a situation where you're able to put your son in and you want everybody to just sort of go with it or agree with you, right? And I'm not saying that's the only thing, but then you have to understand there's going to be criticism. And if you've already had problems with this nigga, why would you not think he's going to be one of those niggas criticizing you?
And I don't disagree
he's
with
fine
anything
with
you're saying.
criticizing him.
He didn't have an
Yeah, I don't disagree with anything you're saying, Reg. It was just
So
the
he was at
parenting.
home just chilling, and then he was just like, yeah, man, you know, Stephen A. And then he heard, as a father, he was like, oh, shit!
That's exactly
And
how
he
it
went
Yes,
off. Nah,
yes,
that's not what happened.
yes.
Exactly
He was
how it
already
Yes.
pissed off,
And his wife-
and then he was just waiting.
The bitch with the fade, like you said, about to join from the
Word.
fire. So Vanna's there, and she hears this
And
shit.
she put the wig on.
And she said, you know what? And she went cut her shit off and was like, nigga, you ain't gonna say nothing?
Yo.
That's exactly how that went.
If you
That's
make
how
sure you
most
cut her
things-
hair,
Dog,
he got to fight
yo,
for real.
So
Wait, she
what
cut
I'm
her
saying
hair?
is,
Nah, she didn't.
I was like,
She still be
LeBron,
fired though.
LeBron was literally just waiting
Fact.
for an excuse to go. To me.
Yo, I agree with that. I think they've had problems for a long time.
They
LeBron
have.
coming to the end now. LeBron like, it's go time.
I don't disagree. I don't agree with
addresses
that.
the nigga
Or-
unless this happens.
Yeah.
Because
It could have been a
It would've
straw
been
that broke the
anything,
camel's
man.
back.
Yo, you know
I'm
how
tired
many-
of this nigga talking shit.
you know how many people have said
Nigga,
shit?
like,
you
and now
saying
you
shit
cross
about
the-
me.
Yeah,
But you
Man,
know how many
fuck
people
outta
have
here.
said shit about Bronny?
Yeah.
As a father is crossing a line.
I also
Yo,
think
that was fine. He never even brought that nigga up. He didn't say a word about Skip. Skip tight at the crib. Damn. Just
He wish it was.
name. Pause.
about it.
Yeah.
Never even said the nigga name. He probably walks into interviews and his handler says, "Don't say Skip Bayless." Yeah. You feel me? He doesn't do
Reminds him-
interviews
just
often
reminds
enough,
him.
But while I'm on screen, don't say nothing about that nigga because I will not address him.
He's the worst nigga.
Yeah, but it's fire though the way Bron just handles this shit. Like I ain't gonna lie, that shit made me even have more respect for this nigga. How you
Yeah.
been in the league more than half of your life,
Yeah.
right?
That was
Been in the
interesting.
public
That
eye
was interesting.
And has never had a scandal, not one. You can't say
That's
nothing about him.
admirable.
And then they gonna bring this up like it's some type of scandal, nigga. This is pussy. This is my fucking kid.
Playing basketball.
He's just playing bad. And don't tell me nothing about how please don't play him.
Yeah.
Man, nigga,
He damn near
don't play-
died.
yeah,
He
don't play
almost
my kid.
died.
he didn't have.
Nigga, we should be celebrating the
Yeah.
fact that
He
2
had-
years ago the
doing
nigga
this.
had a
Cardiac
fucking
arrest. Fell out on the court. He
And the
damn
nigga
near
just
died.
dropped 39 points in the league in the
Yeah.
G League. And niggas always disrespect the G League like you can go do that.
Nigga, you know how hard?
Niggas could hoop.
You see how that argument totally went away, right?
Yes.
He's not an NBA player.
Correct.
He could hoop.
Correct.
You smoking niggas in G League.
Yo, but no one's
Word.
playing like dog. I mean,
What's
at
next?
the end of the day,
Wait,
we're
what's
not.
next?
We're not talking about like someone who's like traveling the world saving children, dog. It's basketball, right? What I'm saying is,
Yeah.
he's playing.
I know you
Might be a
see, this is when
disconnect.
you talk about, I'll be on your side until
Nah,
you
I'm
get
not.
to
I'm not.
said.
I'm not.
I
on
was
the side.
there. I was
Yeah,
on your
okay.
side.
Put this camera on.
I thought he about to bust.
fuck.
This must be that stop when I go.
What I'm saying is,
Yeah, yeah.
no, it's like
Kareem.
look, I'm not saying.
y'all
I'm not
follow
saying
me off the
anything.
exit.
Yeah,
I'm
let
not
me-
saying anything
I've been-
negative.
Blinker.
I'm not
I'm
saying
like
anything
pause
negative about
behind
Bronny.
the nigga.
Good.
Just in case
That's
now.
cool.
Blinker.
I'm not saying
Hold on, stop
anything
at this light,
negative.
Reg. Let me get off.
I'm not saying anything negative about Bronny. What I'm saying is,
Back door.
Pause.
it's like,
Whoa.
that's crazy. Everybody's a hero now. Look, I'm not saying anything negative about Bronny. What I'm saying is,
You bet not.
dog, you're.
He might
I
pull
don't
up.
fucking care.
All right.
What I'm saying
Bron
is, when you're,
smoke you, son. Like he
Okay.
would dog the shit out you.
dog, I'd be amazed he even knows who the fuck I am.
If
but
LeBron
I would
just
be
ball you
amazed.
up and drop dunk you, I would be so mad at him for doing that to you, but I would probably pass out from laughing. I'm not sure I get the knife on him yet. For real, Red, I would try, but like I'm not sure I'd be passed out in half court like, chill, Red, chill. I would try. That's my word. I love you, Red, but I just feel like
Hold you up and
I think he'll get like a good, like, you know what I'm saying? He's halfway to the shit by then.
The Dunkman logo shit that he do. That?
Word.
all right, so
Got you already. I'm like, what I'm supposed to do, Red?
Son.
Yeah. You in the
sound
fucking net
effects is
already.
crazy.
You in the net. I'm trying to cut you out the net. Like, you want me to stab him or cut you out the net? What you want? You want the $5? You don't want the $5? What do you want me to do? This nigga already left. He was just warming up. He didn't even play tonight.
you see what I mean? But y'all niggas want me to wait around for John Jones. Fuck y'all niggas.
No.
So like I was saying, like it's basketball at the end of the day. Your son is going to make millions of dollars. You're
Already
already
has.
worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Dog,
Billion.
like you're going to get criticism, especially from the person that's like so-called your worst hater. Like I feel like if anything, he's giving Stephen A. Smith a moment because Stephen A. is just going
He
to
is.
keep talking about that.
Yeah,
He's just going to keep running.
You're not gonna
with-
out-talk
dog,
Stephen A.
this
Smith.
isn't-
Not wrong.
That's his job.
This isn't.
Yeah.
This isn't like this is almost like a wrestling type thing because Stephen A is not going to stop talking about
He's
it.
not.
He's going to keep tweeting. And if anything, Stephen A went too far, so now LeBron is in the best position. Just shut the fuck up. Thanks for watching. For more content, please check out these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And all of the good stuff is actually on our Patreon. Go subscribe.